Welcome back to Dan's Food for Thought. Today we're making a pork sandwich topped with a crispy chili oil egg. We've got some amazing flavors that we're going to be using today. Stick around and we'll get stuck into it. First up, we're going to get our pork ready. We've got some pork mince here, and now we're going to blend these ingredients into a nice paste, which we'll mix in with our pork. So we've got 4 garlic cloves, some ginger, brown sugar, some crushed chilies, some spring onion, a tablespoon of oil, and some soy sauce. So we've got our stick blender here. We're just going to blend that into a nice paste. Okay, so that's all blended up now. Got a nice paste in there. So now we're just going to pop that into our pork, pouring that all in. Okay, just using your hands now, we're just going to bring that all together. Cool. Okay, so we're just going to pop some Glad wrap on there now. That's just going to go in the fridge and marinade for an hour. Okay, we're just going to get our spring onion garnish ready. We're going to do a fancy little curly spring onion garnish. So we've got 2 spring onions here, and what we just want the green part of this spring onion. So we're going to chop there and there and just leave that to the side, the white part. We're just going to portion them up into some even patterns. We're just going to slice down the middle to open it up like that, and then we're going to flatten them down. So we're going to do that to each and every one of these. So from there you want to layer on 2 to 3 of these spring onion greens on top of each other like so, and then we're just going to run the knife over. And that's what you're left with. Set them to the side. And I'll just finish the rest off. Okay, next step with the green onions, we're just going to place them into some iced water. Alright, those spring onions are in the iced water. We're going to let those sit for about 30 minutes. Coming back to our pork mince now, we're just going to roll them up into balls and try and get them as close as we can to the shape of the bun that you're using, just so it's a nice even bite on the bun. Coating them down with some baking paper, just so they don't stick. There we go, I'm just gonna do 2 up for now. All right, we're gonna cook that patty now. We want a hot pan, we've got a cast iron pan here. A little bit of oil in there. Okay, now that pan's super hot. Carefully place that patty in. All right, we're gonna flip that over now. It's been about 3 minutes. Nice bit of color on the outside. Always important to never flip it too early. We're really looking for that color on the outside of that meat. Okay, that patty's ready to come out now. Okay, we're just gonna let that rest while we prepare the remaining parts of the sandwich. Okay, for last but not least, we're gonna cook our egg. We've got a crispy chili oil, which we're gonna cook that egg in. Now, for those that haven't seen the video, I'll leave a link into the description. I've made a step-by-step process on how to make this delicious condiment. Not only fantastic on these eggs, but also on any protein in rice bowls and even on top of a soup. So go check that video out. Okay, we're gonna go in with about a tablespoon of that chili oil. Now, key to this is to not have that pan super hot. Otherwise that chili is just going to create some pretty uncomfortable smoke. So once we start to see that heat up, we'll crack our egg on top. Okay, just cracking that egg in now. So what we're gonna do now is just spoon that hot oil on top of the egg white to help with the cooking process. After a couple of minutes, egg's done now. I'm just gonna set it onto a plate. There's a little bit of oil left in that pan. I'm just gonna toast the buns. Soak all that flavour up again. So while those buns are toasting, you can see those spring onions are curled up. We're just gonna place them onto a paper towel. You can see, nice and curly. Pretty cool little garnish, a bit fancy. Just roll them up, just get rid of that rest of the water. So those buns are nicely toasted. Bit of red color from the remaining chili oil in that pan. All right, now for the fun part. We're gonna put this sandwich together. I tell you what, this all smells fantastic and I'm really looking forward to munching on this one. All right, so we've just got some mayonnaise on the base. Spread that on. Okay, next we're gonna go in with that pork. Okay, next up we're gonna go on with that chili oil egg. Okay, up to you on this one if your spice tolerance isn't too high, but I'm gonna place a little bit more of that chili crunch oil on top of the egg. Then we're gonna go on with those curly spring onions. A little bit more mayo on the top half. And there we go. Cool, we'll transfer that over onto a plate so we don't get yolk all over our chopping board. But have a look at that. Super happy with how that looks. I think we nailed the size of the pork patty there. But yeah, keep in mind that you don't need to make it as perfect as I like to make them look, but that does look pretty amazing. All right, let's get stuck into it. Gonna pop that yolk too, why not? Sensational. Now for the best part, let's get stuck in. I had a feeling that this sandwich was gonna taste good, and yeah, I was right. Tastes amazing. Honestly guys, you've got to give that one a go. The chili's not too bad. The mayonnaise definitely does help balance it out, but I mean, I don't really have a high spice tolerance and I'm getting through this pretty easy. Thanks for watching guys. That was such a delicious sandwich. Definitely give that a shot. Also, if you have any sandwich requests, comment below. I'd love to see some of your ideas come through. Thanks again. We'll see you on the next video.